first and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutation to the Akiams and Audi who pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. There's your brother Cora from Trinidad Camp saying Shalom. Now, this lesson I want to do concern the word Gentiles, alright, because a lot of these Christians, a lot of these people out there, they're mistaking the Gentiles that were grafted into the covenant. You're thinking they were from all nations, all these nations, right? But there were two set of Gentiles. There were them of non-Israelite descent, and then they had the Gentiles, which was the Israelite foreigners, the scattered Israelites, the dispersed Israelites, the strangers, right? So the Gentiles which get grafted into the covenant, they were dispersed Israelites, right? They were also called Gentiles, right? So and this is where this confused people. So when they hear the word Gentile, right, they feel it's all nations, right? Now when you look at it, the whole Bible is based on Israel. The whole Bible is based on salvation for Israel, right? But one or two scripture they go here, they say there is no difference between the Jews and the Gentiles, and they go off with that. They say, you see, like they say Gentiles here, so it means everybody, right? That would just be all they're trying to make the word of God blasphemy, or trying to make the word of God lie, because the Lord say come on to the salvations for Israel, and then you all seeing this, then all trying to say the Lord country the king himself, or we saying a salvation for Israel, and the kingdom of heaven is for Israel, and then you all see he say the Gentiles. Well, let us go for that. But what I don't understanding, but it's like look up the meaning of words, right? To know that the Israelites were also called Gentiles, right? Because they wasn't born in the homeland. They wasn't born in Jerusalem. We are called Gentiles. We wasn't born in Jerusalem, right? We were born in foreign land, right? So we just look up the etymology, the online etymology dictionary, look up the word Gentile. There's different definition right here. Gentile, goy, heathen, right? So a lot of people know that, when they hear the word Gentiles, they know it's not of Jewish or Jew origin, right? Not a Jew, right? But it also means, a strangers or foreigner, right? So with that brow straight, they say one who is not a Jew, have a jump down, right? They say fellow countrymen, kingsmen, but also foreigners, right? We look at it here, foreigner, right? Different definitions, stranger, right? Unknown person, foreigner, from strange, foreigner, right? So the first scripture I want to bring out is Exodus 12 verse 43, right? Now there is the Lord telling Moses, the manner, the order he should keep the Passover, right? And how to go about it, and what to do and what not to do, right? Exodus 12 verse 43, you see, and the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof, right? So you say there is no stranger shall eat thereof. So no heathen, no stranger could enter into the Passover to eat thereof. Right? So before we look up this word stranger, we will jump down to the 48th verse. Right? He say, and when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Lord. Now remember the Lord said in verse 43, right? In verse 43, there shall no stranger eat thereof. Right? So what they're trying to say, the Lord changed his mind here then. They say a stranger can eat now all of a sudden. The Lord changed his mind. Right? No, the Lord didn't change his mind. Right? The way we will look up the word stranger and you will see two different meaning for the word stranger. Right? So you say in verse 48, you say, and when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his male be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it, and he shall be as one that is born in the land, for no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. Right? So we'll go back to the 43rd verse, and we'll look up this stranger. Right? There shall no stranger. This stranger is Ben Nakah. Right? Ben Nakah. Right? That's brown shirt. This is son, children, member of a group. Right? Like a foreign, alien, foreign is that which is foreign gods. Right? So we'll jump down to the 48th verse and look up this stranger. So the stranger in the 43rd verse is Ben Nakah. Right? So let me see if it's the same thing in the 48th verse. Right? You see, and when a stranger, right? So you see this stranger, you see his girl. Right? Girl. So it's not Ben Nakah. So you see it's two different strangers. Right? You look it up. See a sojourner, a temporary inhabitant, a newcomer lacking in inherited rights of foreigners in Israel through conceded rights. Right? So you see it's two different strangers. Right? So let me see where this word ger come from. Right? The Exodus 2, start at verse 21. He said, and Moses was content to dwell with the man, and he gave Moses Zipporah, his daughter, and she bare him a son, and he called his name Gershom, for he said, I have been a stranger in a strange land. So we will look up this stranger here. Right. See, I have been a stranger. Right. So you see, stranger here, girl. Right. So the word girl come from the word Gershom, which was Moses' son. Right. Because he didn't born in the homeland. Right. He didn't born in the homeland. Right. But he's an Israelite. Right? But his father is an Israelite. So he's an Israelite. Right? So there's where the word stranger come from. The word ger. So it has a different meaning. A stranger. Right? So there's just to clear up that. Right? So back to Exodus 12, verse 48, he says, and when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover, right, to the Lord, let all his male be circumcised. So Moses did he circumcised his son, but that was Israel's custom. After the 8th day, you have one circumcise the flesh of your son, right? So you say when the stranger shall sojourn with thee, because he didn't born in the homeland, right? But he's your son, he's an Israelite also, right? And will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it, and he shall be as one that is born in the land, for no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. He said, one law shall be to him that is born, and unto the stranger that sojourneth among you. Because the law was given unto the Israelites. So whether you ain't born in Jerusalem, in Israel, the law is for you because he is an Israelite. Right? He is just an Israelite foreigner, a stranger, a Gentile. Right? So, as the people could see, there is two different Gentiles. So the Gentiles which was grafted into the covenant, they were Israelite foreigners, they were strangers, right? Which we will get deeper in the lesson, right? They the 2 Kings 17 verse 18. He said, therefore the Lord Jehovah was very angry with Israel, and removed them out of his sight. There was none left but the tribe of Judah only. He said, also Judah kept not the commandments of the Lord their God, but walked in the statutes of Israel which they made. And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel, and afflicted them, and delivered them into the hands of the spoilers, until he cast them out of his sight. For he rent Israel from the hand of David, and they made Jeroboam the son of Nebat king. And Jeroboam drave Israel from following the Lord, and made them sin a great sin. For the children of Israel walk in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did. They depart not from them, until the Lord remove Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants the prophet. So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day. Right? There's that's again, how the Israelites, how they were scattered into all countries, right? Because they broke the Mosai law, and the Mosai, he moved Israel, so they were scattered throughout all the countries, so we will get and see that the Gentiles, that when the Lord come, we went together, which was these same people the Lord scattered, which there was Israelites, right? The Ezekiel 36 verse 16, he said, moreover the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, when the house of Israel dwell in their own land, they defile it by their own way, and by their doings. Their ways was before me as the uncleanness of a removed woman. Wherefore I poured my fury upon them for the blood that they had shed upon the land, for their idols wherewith they had polluted it. And I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed, right? They were dispersed through the countries, right? They were dispersed through the countries, according to their ways and according to their doing, I judge them. Right? So the Mosai scattered we, right? We were dispersed through all the countries. Right? The John 7 verse 35. He said, Then said the Jews among themselves, Whither will he go that we shall not find him? Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? Right? Back to Ezekiel, we say, And I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries. Right? So who were dispersed through countries? The Israelites. Right? So he said, Then said he, the Jews among themselves, Whither will he go that we shall not find him? Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? Right? Ezekiel 34 verse 11. He said, For thus said the Lord God, Behold, I, even I, will both search my sheep and seek them out, as a shepherd seeketh out his flocks in the day that he is among his sheep that are scattered. Right? Because they was one of his purpose. Right? To come and gather back Israel. Right? To lay his life for the transgression, to lay down his life for the sins we commit against our Father. Right? So the Most High sent him. Right? To redeem Israel. Right? He says, So will I seek out my sheep, and I will deliver them out of all places where they have been scattered in the cloudy and dark day. And I will bring them out from the place and gather them from the countries. Right? But the Most High scattered them throughout all the countries, and will bring them to their own land and feed them upon the mountains of Israel by the rivers and in all the habited place of the country. Right? So there was shy purpose, right? To lead life for Israel, to gather them, to bring them back into that sheepfold. Right? Matthew 18 verse 12, he say, How think he, if a man have 100 sheep, and one of them be gone astray, will he not leave the 99 and 9 and go it into the mountain and seek that which is gone astray? Right? So the Most High, hey, he come to gather his sheep, he come to look for them with a scatter. Right? And he gave a charge before he ascended back up to his Father. Right? He gave the apostle a charge, right, to say, Go through all the countries and feed my lambs where they are scattered. Go and feed my sheep. Right? Who are the sheep? Right? The Israelites. That's why he was not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Right? Right, so there first Peter 1:1, he said, Peter, an apostle of Yahushua Mashiach, to the strangers scattered throughout Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia. Right? So all the countries, right, where we are scattered is all these places where Paul went, because Yahushua gave commandments to go and feed his lambs. Right? So it was not the heathens he was talking about. And we will get that here too. Right? There James 1:1, he said, James, a servant of God and of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings. Right? So James called them Israelites, Peter called them strangers, which is the same thing. Israelites foreigners, Israelites strangers. Right? In Matthew 10:5, he said, "These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter he not." Right? But I thought he come for the Gentiles. Now he telling them, go not into the way of the Gentiles. Which Gentile is this he talking about here now? Right? What Gentile is this he talking about here? Before, let's say he come for the Gentiles, and this is why it be so difficult for all Christians. So I don't look up the meaning of words, or I don't keep the Most High precept, or you avoid understanding. So this will puzzle all, this will confuse all you. Right? Or you won't be able to break down the scriptures to get the proper understanding. Right? So what Gentiles he talking about here? Right? We say go not into the way of the Gentiles. What Gentiles is this? That's why the Most High say in Psalms, what David say? Through the precept I get understanding. Right? So we will go back to our precept, and you'll get the understanding of this. Right? Why he say go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter he not. Right? We'll go back to 2 Kings, right, 17, and I will start from 23. Right, I will start from 23. You see, and the Lord removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants the prophets. So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, and from Cutha, and from Hava, and from Hamath, and from Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel, and they possessed Samaria and dwell in the cities thereof. Right? So you see who was brought into the land, Samaria, instead of the children of Israel. Right? It's these heathens. Right? These heathens in that land. So that's why the apostles, the Yahushua, tell the disciples, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter he not, because these heathens they. Right? So there's a perfect example to show that he ain't dealing with these other nations. You need dealing with Israelites alone. The Israelite foreigners, the scattered strangers, because they is part of the fold. They are Israelites. They are not dealing with these heathen. There is a perfect cut, there is a straight cut. You all can't get around this with your garbage. This is a straight cut. Right? The first Maccabees 1 verse 11. He said, in those days when they out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward, hearing that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. Right? You see, whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to do mischief. Right? So the Israelites, they joined themselves to the heathen, and they started to pick up these heathen customs, these heathen ways. Right? You know, calling themselves Greeks and all these things. Right? But they are Israelites. Right? And the Lord knows who is his people. Right? 2nd Ezra 2 verse 31. He said, remember thy children that sleep, for I shall bring them out of the sides of the earth, and show mercy unto them. For I am merciful, say the Lord Almighty. Embrace thy children until I come, and show mercy unto them. For my wells runneth over, and my grace shall not fail. He said, I, Ezra, receive a charge of the Lord upon Mount Horeb, that I should go unto Israel. But when I came unto them, they set me at naught, and despised the commandments of the Lord. Right? So the Most High gave Ezra that chance to go unto the people too, to go unto these, people, who made Greek their custom and their tongue, right? Who calling themselves Greeks, right? Ezra went unto them, right? Because the Lord gave him that charge. These are scattered Israelites, where I scattered through all the countries. You go and wake them up. Let them know the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Let them repent, turn around, look for your shepherd. Right? He say, and therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen. I just call them heathen. Right? Because they forsook the holy covenant, the being wicked. Right? Just like these devils, the Lord is not for them. Right? So they are heathens. So we made ourselves heathens. Right? By following the customs of these devils and despising the custom with the Lord Yahweh Basham Yoshai give us. Right? So I just call them, O ye heathens that hear and understood, look for your shepherd, he shall give you rest, he shall give you everlasting rest. For he is nigh and at hand, that shall come in the end of the world. Be ready to the reward of the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you for evermore. Right? So you say, be ready to the reward for the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you, Israel, not no other nation. Salvation is for the Israelites. Right? Ezekiel 36 verse 24. He say, for I will take you from among the heathen. Right? Who is the you the Heavenly Father talking about? Because heathen also means Gentiles, which is non-Israelites also. Right? So he say, for I will take you from among the heathens, and gather you out of all countries, and will bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from all your idols I will cleanse you. Right? So the Most High will take you from all countries. Right? Isaiah 11 verse 10. He say, and in that day shall there be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek. Right? And his rest shall be glorious. Right? So we know who is the Gentiles talking about here now, which is the Israelite foreigners, which scattered throughout all countries. Right? He said, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, right, the Israelites, which shall be left from Assyria, from Egypt, from Patros, from Cush, from Elam, from Shinar, from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. They were Israelites scattered, the dispersed Israelites. Right? So I hope this was edifying. And with that, I want to give all praises and glory unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Basham Yahushai Basham Okakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and salutation to the Akim them who pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Right? There's your brother Cora saying Shalom.